Hey everybody, Gold Pirate here. Welcome back to what was it? Ark Survival Evolved.
Ark Survival Evolved.
I'm here with my buddy Midnight Designer.
Hey Pat.
And we're fitting to fit the house up a little bit here.
Yeah,
We've already been doing a little bit of work, so.
Yep, and
I put a door. That's what I did.
He did. He put a door, and I am in the process of in pro skill upping your volume just a bit.
Oh, good idea.
So in case
I'm
people,
not loud as usual. Ooh.
In case you said something that people wanted to hear. So it can happen. I'm just kidding. That's messed up. That's messed up.
I'm gonna move your bird because he's pooping on my floor.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, my stone floor that I just had to have.
Yeah. So JTP, OMG, just finished the laying all this stone floor. We mined up every stone on the Ark to make this floor. So I hope that you are happy with the result.
I think it turned out beautiful.
So, we did. So a lot of resources were gathered off camera.
Oh yeah.
I placed this water pipe.
Really cool.
And so now we have water inside to base. So that is double plus awesome.
Yep, we have running water.
So in this episode, there's going to be a lot of cutting because there's going to be a lot of place 3 blocks and then resource gather for a while. So
I think we'll be okay. I took the boys out. I took and I gathered like a lot more stone and all the stuff. So we are good for a little while, I think. The walls aren't quite as expensive as the foundations.
Right.
So.
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna make a nice little split level here with storage up above, overlooking this beautiful vista view.
And eventually we will add electricity, and it'll be awesome.
Oh yeah, I found in a loot drop. I forgot to show everybody. I found a blueprint for a generator, so that'll be fun.
So while Joe is putting up the wall, so the plan for this episode, here's what I want to have accomplished by the end of the episode. Joe is going to have this wall completed 3 high with a walkway, and then the second floor up there would be for all of our storage, because we need to get this storage moved out the way over here, because this is going to be our main point of ingress and egress. So all the storage got to go. And so in addition to that wall and the storage, at least the chests or containers installed, I will be reworking the ramp. Yeah,
that ramp is kind of janky, but it worked. It served its purpose, and now it's time to be remodeled. So.
But the problem was we couldn't really do something any more betterer because we'd be walking right into the storage stuff. So once we have the storage sorted out, then the other thing can happen, and then this place will be getting ready to get into shape.
Oh, it's going to look good.
So we're going to progress, progressively speaking. So you hold tight, and we will be right back.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. We've made some progress. I won't call it considerable, but we are getting there.
Yes.
In the broadest sense of getting there.
And I have only been tempted to uninstall this game like 3 times.
It was 5. Yeah, more like 5, but that's okay. Midnight is working on this ramp, and these things are, well, I don't know whether buggy is the term, but they are
ill-considered.
Yes. They, we're both used to working in voxels, and these are not voxels. So being able to place these ramps the way he wants to is frustrating him considerably.
Yes, because, well, among other things, if you do not place your pillars exactly square, you will get... Here, let me just fly up there and show you what we get. And I'm encumbered. Okay, so I am going to drop your mom.
Drop it like a tot.
All right. So, and of course I'm hungry. So as you can see, we first started trying to build from the bottom up, and then we realized that at some point you cannot place ramps up. They will only point down. So then we decided, well, let's build from the top down. Well, we got to this point, and after taking a lot of effort to place a couple of sets of pillars there, we learned that the pillars were not exactly square with the top platforms. As a result, it made the platforms off, and we could not place ramps off of them because they were all foobar. So we are now back to trying to build from the bottom.
Which is... Yeah, ramps don't want to do that, actually.
So we're going to have to probably use a lot more pillars in order to...
I can get a ramp going up from this first ramp. You know where this platform is here?
Mm-hmm.
Platform
9 3/4.
I can make ramp go up from there.
Dummy, get out of there. Why would you...
Looky.
Okay, where?
Right behind you.
Well, I'm just trying to get the bird out of the construction area.
Oh, I see.
He's not really all that bright. Okay, so...
And I think you can reach that pillar that is down there to build up from it, possibly. Yeah.
So can you put a ramp on that ramp?
I don't have another ramp. But I think you can.
So at any rate, that is what we have been trying to do. And we have been at this for a few hours, no lie.
But we may have just made a breakthrough on that, though.
Yes, and we may have made that breakthrough live.
Yeah.
Well, not live because
it's live for us.
It's live for us.
Live film for a live studio audience.
So,
which is just me and him. He and I. The both of us. But I have done stuff up here. Ooh, if Bird would get... No, Bird, don't drop me in the middle of the... Ooh, you stupid chicken.
Fight like a robot.
But no, I have made progress up here. We have storage, and we have a walkway up here. The walkway is just... These ramps are temporary. They're just so I can get up there and place these guys for now. But I'm starting to get organized, and then... Yeah, once we're done there, then we can continue building the rest of the abode.
So the progress has been painfully slow, and in general has been cutting into, a lot of... Whoa, the bird almost knocked me off the ramp.
Oh, not good.
I swear we're going to have fried chicken. We're going to have some fried chicken.
Go on one of those famous Armitage killing sprees. Just kill all the chickens.
But I think, here's my theory now. I think what we're going to have to do is place pillars all the way over, at least on the ground floor, or the ground. Okay. Because that way it will allow us to get the snap points straight so that the ramp should be consistent. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we may not need to place a pillar, but as long as we are placing, for structural reasons, but as long as we are placing them like...
Perpendicular?
On the ground all the way, then we can just build up and they will all be square to one another.
Oh, I
see what I'm saying?
Exactly what you're saying.
So if I do this, and then this... And then, okay. So now some of these don't have snap points on the ground
because of the mountain, or because your bird was in the way. One of the two.
Oh, you know what? Go away. Okay, so here. No, here. See, it should be here, but it won't let me place. It's obstructed.
I see.
So that will be a problem.
Well, perhaps that would be a point. Once we get the ramp built up to that point, we could do
one here,
a floor or ceiling or something.
Yeah. See, but you see what I'm saying? How this can be a thing?
Yep. That's going to help keep us in line and keep the ramp going the direction you want.
All right. So, having had all of those eureka moments all at once, we are now going to cut away and grind some more, and hopefully we will be back with some significant progress. So hold tight, and we'll be right back.
Hang out.
As I said, I'm going to enter your episode in dramatic flair.
Right.
In my own...
You're right, the idiot thing.
Idiom.
Oh, idiom. Okay, well, that's different. All right, well.
It's interchangeable for me.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. And...
Yeah, I'm going into the bushes. Gonna get hung up in the tree.
Well, we did clear up the idiot thing.
I think so. Oh, look at me. Here I come.
Hey, Pat, we are back. And when we last left off, this ramp looked very different than it does now. And in large part, thanks to Tom Cruise over here, Armitage Shanks. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. Now, this ramp looks amazing. First of all, the first key difference is it looks very much like a ramp.
Yeah.
Which certainly distinguishes it from my prior efforts on that front.
The second key feature is it very much acts like a ramp as well.
Yes. See, there's the look and the act. See, we've known each other for a few years now, and you have always been a man who thinks form and substance are equally important.
Indeed.
So
it must look good and it must work.
Right. Whereas I have always been more about the jokes. So at any rate,
without trying to sound mean, it was a great punchline, your ramp.
So we have a ramp, and now in order to get it perfectly flat like this, you had to mess with some of the building mechanic and tweak it a little bit. And rather than me trying to explain it, I thought we would get it from the horse's
proverbial.
I was going with cloaca, but we'll go with mouth. The horse's mouth. Although Armitage, if you know him, can do many different parts of the horse on command almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
Front or back side. So what is going on with this ramp?
All right, so it employs a little trick in the building mechanic where as long as there is a foundation below a structure, it will take advantage of the foundation properties. So you can see here that these pillars all sort of step down the side of the mountain, and they're all completely connected to one another via ceilings. And it all connects at the top and makes the whole thing a single structure and allows you to, I guess, cheese. I mean, it's nighttime now, which is really good for Pat.
Sure.
Pat can even see.
We're going to gamma this up.
Gamma it up. It allows you to take advantage of the foundation properties of these pillars to build yourself pretty much any structure without direct support. And this is the mechanic that both Tio Lone Wolf and I used to build bridges across various bodies of water without having them pillared all the way from the top of the bridge to the bottom of the ocean. So it's a bit cheaty, it's a bit exploity, but it's the way the system works, and it does save on a lot of materials, and it makes building this sort of thing really easy.
Well, I don't know if really easy is, but it's certainly a lot easier than having to do it. So as long as the entire under structure is connected to itself and connected at the top, you can have it acts as if it was completely supporting the ramp.
Correct. It acts as a single structure, and any connected foundations through the chain of ceilings that go up to the bottom, to the top of the ramp there, act as foundations for every ramp section all the way to the ground here. And you can kind of see that it's only on one side of the ramp. And the reason that it only needs to be on one side of the ramp is, again, a fundamental mechanic from foundations. that each foundation you can build 2 tiles out from. So you can build 2 tiles straight out, or 1 tile out and then 1 tile left or right. Which is another part of the whole mechanic of this sort of building.
Right, and then in order to support that second row, what we did was we added some additional pillars. Correct.
Yeah, these pillars in between each of these were required to give the whole thing enough structure to build the second ramp to make it a 2-wide ramp.
Have they taken away gamma? Because I'm trying to use a gamma command and I'm being unsuccessful.
It sometimes doesn't work.
Okay, well, this is one of those times. So this dark splotch right here is an absolutely amazing ramp. And the best part is if you ride up on it on something fast and jump at the right moment, you will very nearly clear this entire rock plateau and land on the other side. Because I did it with a cat that isn't necessarily, that high of a level and landed right on the edge. So at some point, we're going to have to level up a cat and jump this whole thing, pop a parachute, and do that.
Land on a pteranodon and fly over to the other peak and jump off and
like a whole crazy parkour.
Be eaten by a T-Rex.
Yeah. So finally, all of my, Korean martial arts training will come into play. So that will be awesome. All right. Well, Armitage, thank you very much for coming on and explaining all of that. I wish it was daytime so we could see your beautiful face. But that dark blotch right there is Armitage, and he is awesome.
Does nobody have torches anymore? Nobody has torches anymore.
Nobody has. We don't do that. We have gamma, except for when we don't. Oh, look at that. He's a coal miner's daughter. All right. Well, I'm gonna cut away and we're gonna do some other stuff. But thank you very much, Armitage, for taking us to Shul.
No problem, mate.
And thank you, obviously, even more importantly, for getting this ramp sorted out.
Well, it was mostly Joe, but I explained it to him.
Yeah, well, that pirate's wicked smart. Wait, that wasn't supposed to be the funny part.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, you hold tight, Pat, and I will be right back. And we're back. And I have come back to the old base down by the lava cave. And let's see, I've come to pick up, I've already made a trip with a bunch of supplies. But in this trip, we are taking a few more animals, dinosaurs, up with us. So let's just close up shop here. They are all waiting out on the beach so that we can sally forth. We're going to leave the base itself intact because it is, if we look at the map here, because the base is so close to the lava cave, it's kind of a good place for folks to operate out of if they're going to try to use escape to get out of the map. But I mean, it's got a fabricator, it's got a furnace, it's got a cooking pot, it's got lots of different stuff here. So obviously anyone on the server is welcome to come hang their hat here while they are going at the Shadow or Charlie. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, let's get on. Okay, so here is our menagerie, if you will. So we've got quite the variety pack here. We've got Bebop and Rocksteady is behind there. Free Woolly, Shredder, our big gator, Thing 2. I'm not sure where that came from. I just decided Thing 2. Splinter, Master Splinter, and another Big Bobby. All right, so let us depart. So as we did with the first round, of dinosaur move-ins, we are going to head up the beach because that will be easier than trying to get these fools cross-country, which would be, in the words of Eli Whitney, nearly impossible. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to hug the water as opposed to the inland because that will be easier as far as getting hung up on rocks and twigs and stuff. So it looks like we still have everybody. Oh, and also, I have learned that lesson. They are all set to neutral. I will even double plus whistle it again. So, I mean, they were all set to neutral. Now they're all set to neutral. So that way we will not have the problem that we had last time where some of the dinosaurs were set to passive and did not engage when glorious combat was thrust upon them. All right. So you get the idea of what we're going to be doing, or at least what I'm going to be doing for the next several minutes. So why don't I cut away and I will come back when either I have gotten them all killed by some crazy alpha or we are back at the base. So either way, I will be right back. And we're back. And we have made the trip. It has taken a very long time. And actually, I wound up leaving Rocksteady back at the old base because that stego was wicked slow. And it really wasn't that high of a level. So it was not necessarily worth the aggravation of having to move slow enough for him to make the trip with us. So I figure we will be able to find another stego relatively easily that will do at least as well for us, if not better. So let's see how far up we can get them. All right, so you got up here. Now, where's everybody else? Oh, here they come. Dude, seriously, free woolly. Okay, here. You're never going to get up that way. Why are you so stupid? Elephants are supposed to be smart. No, I want to ride you. I want to ride on you. Access inventory, ride. Right. Okay. Back it up, Buttercup. Come on. I know your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, but seriously, get out of the way. All right. Wally, will you move if I ask you to follow me? All right, let's just go around. We'll take our junk in our trunk. Wait, what is happening? Nice. All right, well, clearly there's a traffic jam. So, oh, nice. Perfect. They can handle that while we get everybody. So this is everyone. Our two trikes, our cat, our bird, our carno, and our elephant. Get everybody here and cool. And that is about all we have time for. That ragtag fugitive fleet on a lonely quest. Back to base we are. All right. Well, that is all the time I have for this episode. Oh, let me show you real quick. Here's what Joe did. It is awesome. And look what I made. Fantastic. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to start a conversation, why don't you start one? Where? In the comment section below. Every day is moving day on Ark Survival Evolved. So we did some moving. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.